up in the club.
Listen to that voice.
That felt really good. I haven't heard that in a minute.
Yeah,
great song.
awesome.
Strong.
Hey, Tim, I ask you a question on the Dodgers front. We were talking about this a little bit. So they had their opening day yesterday in South Korea.
Yeah.
Right.
Now they're coming back, and they have to do some more spring training games.
I do think it's a little
That's
awkward,
weird.
stupid. Yeah, like
see, I thought their season just started.
Yeah, but they're not going to let the Freeway Series go.
right.
You know, that's tradition.
But how come they could have done that like before they went to
Because
South
the
Korea?
Angels still have
yeah.
their spring
They're
training
still
going
all-
on
yeah,
in Arizona.
Yeah, but who cares about the Angels? You're right. You're right.
Orange County does.
Orange County does.
No,
Shout
they
out
don't.
Orange County.
No, they don't.
That's also true.
Yeah.
Menace just wants to plow everything Angels to the ground and give it all to
Dude.
Disneyland.
Yes.
Yes.
Build more Disney.
Yep. And then send the Angels to Nashville, and Nashville will embrace the Angels. It'll be cool.
Look, there are 10.
Menace has a plan.
There are 10 to 15 people in Orange County
That's
who
right.
go to those Angels games.
Yes.
And they care about it.
who
I
will be
get it.
Very upset.
I get it. But
I
don't
get
you
it.
want
Rally
your
monkey,
team-
come on, dude. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Look.
Yeah,
Sorry
I'll
to the
be-
5 people.
I'll be going to the game on Sunday. And I do think it's weird. It's like, are the regular players going to play all 9 innings?
No. Why would
That's
they?
a good question.
I mean-
I would assume no.
But
'Cause,
why
I
not?
mean, because it's a really quick turnaround to come back from South Korea.
Yeah.
Like, these guys are going to be, like,
Exhausted.
gassed.
Yeah, you see a bunch of scrubs, dude.
I mean, talking about gassed, I stayed up and watched them. So if
I
I,
get it. I get it.
if I can do it,
They can get
do
on
it.
the field on Sunday.
All right, DJ Tim Martinez,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. See you next week.
Love you, Tim.
Bye.
The Woody Show.
So the federal government, the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, they're demanding that the constantly broken soft serve ice cream machines at McDonald's and at other fast food restaurants be more easily fixed. I'm glad the government's looking into
Wow,
this.
that's
Well, there's
bizarre.
so many, like, there's documentaries on how
No, I understand, but like
it all works.
I mean, I get it, but like the government, I don't know. It seems like you might have more pressing things.
Well, it's kind of a monopoly. That's why they're getting
No, I've
involved.
watched the documentary and
Yeah.
stuff. But so the problem is that there are people specifically licensed by the company who makes the soft serve ice cream machine. They're only the ones that are allowed to repair the machines. So there was this person who created this like device that the franchisees were buying, and it would tell them what the the joke I keep making about IT people and about how there's like an error code that comes up, and you don't know what the hell that means.
Right.
That's why IT and the people who wrote the programs do that, so you need them to
Correct.
decipher the code, right?
Yep.
And so that's what was going on, where it would come up with some like kind of crazy error message or whatever, and so you'd have to bring in this one company who would be able to fix it. But the third party created this device that was able to tell exactly what was wrong. Sometimes it was
So
just
diagnose it just right away.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was just like
something just wasn't like
very small.
like on a copy machine, like please close the top cover completely, or something dumb
Yeah.
and easy. But no, this is how they get a service call fee and all the other stuff. So anyway, the soft serve machines can cost the company $625 in sales per day when they're not working. A repair person costs $300 every 15 minutes.
Oh my God.
And so in 2022, McDonald's was sued by the ice cream repair company for $900 million because they were using that product that was making it so the machines could be more easily fixed, saying it violated the warranty and could cause injury. Can it? It's an ice cream machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get serious.
Anything can cause injury.
I know it's talked about a lot how the machines are broken, but to be honest, I've only ran into that issue once in my life. Is when the Shamrock Shake was coming out, years ago, and I wanted to get one, and I was on a 100-mile drive. I went to the first place. They said the machine was broken. I drove like 40 more miles. Went to another place. They said the machine was broken. By the third one, that's when I was finally able to get one. But that was the only time I've ever had an issue.
Maybe it happens more often. I haven't encountered that, but also I can't tell you the last time I got ice cream from a McDonald's.
Oh, you're missing out.
Whether
So
it's
did you order it for your kids?
no shakes, no McFlurries, no ice cream cones.
Love ice cream cones. The vanilla,
as do I.
It
but
hits different there.
Really?
It just
It
like
hits different.
kind of like
so
how
good.
their Coke tastes different. Like
Yeah.
'cause just the way they store everything, and they got some. You got some special setup with the soda.
I mean, I also buy the ice cream cones because I share it with my dog too.
Mm.
Yeah,
So who gets to lick it first?
We lick it at the
Menace
same
does.
time.
Oh, gross.
No, I never. I never enjoy the ice cream cone after they have, but I know family members that do.
Ugh,
Okay.
gross. Well, Woody, as a McDonald's alumnus, did you have issues with the
Never.
machines?
Never. But we had a separate, there was an ice cream machine and there was a shake machine.
Oh.
So I don't know if they're doing it differently now. I know some places they'll do like the soft serve, and you know, McDonald's now puts the shakes in a different cup. It's like that clear plastic cup now. It used to just be in the regular McDonald's cups
Your drink cup.
that you would get like your Coke or Sprite or whatever in.
I always preferred that cup because you never knew how much shake you had left.
It's a mystery.
And then every once in a while you open the lid and go, ooh, I still have half.
While the government's looking into this, there are some places now that do it right. They have that big, like that wider, like a boba straw.
Yeah.
For milkshakes. And that's the superior milkshake straw.
Yes, it is.
So if the government wants to get involved in something, maybe they can also require that. Yeah.
Make it mandatory.
And then no paper straws. No paper straws.
I have not encountered a paper straw in a while, dude.
I feel like they're making a comeback.
Oh, yeah. I feel like it's been over a year since somebody tried to give me one.
I felt the same way, but a couple places recently, they want to be all crazy and do the paper straw. I'm like, why? Why? There's so many better alternatives other than plastic that work better.
All right, so that's what's going on there. So Sammy went and did something called full body cryo.
Yes.
We've heard about a number of things. We heard about rainbow healing.
Yep.
We heard about ear fracking.
Full body cryo's where Antonio Brown burned his feet.
Really?
Oh, is that what he was doing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what is full body cryo and why are you doing it?
Okay, so it's a chamber that you go into that's freezing cold, and you stay in there I was in for 2.5 minutes, and you have to put stuff on your hands, a headband over your ears, like socks and shoes on, and going in a robe. And you're in there freezing. It's supposed to help with like inflammation, help you sleep at night.
Oh, here comes CPAS
injuries,
running.
stuff like that.
Is this the same thing as like the same benefits of like the
ice
cold
bath.
plunge?
Yeah, but it's dry.
Here, CPAS is saying, hocus pocus.
Oh, hey, guys.
Yes, your analysis.
Well, no, I dated
full
a girl
body
who was
cryo.
super into this like 8 years ago, and yeah, they used to be in a lot of places. There's little evidence they do any actual benefit, but it feels interesting and it looks super cool.
It looks
because you're standing there with your head floating above this. You know, it's like a vertical tanning bed essentially, but cold.
Yeah. I mean, how do you feel about the cold tub stuff?
It's funny. I was actually just reading an article recently.
So popular.
Oh, yeah. It's mega super
cold
popular,
plunge, bro.
And the science says that it really doesn't do too much. Now you might say, but I do feel better. Well, yeah, because it's numbing that outer layer of your, right at your skin. So you feel, I am number. This must be soothing my muscles that are sore.
Right.
But in actuality, the actual studies of what it does actually shows that it's actually slightly harmful, and it does slow down repair some of those tissues.
Ugh.
But it's just a thing that we do, and very few people. The guy who wrote this article, it's for Real Clear Science, says he was talking to some coaches at colleges and saying, "Hey man, it doesn't work." He's like, "Man, that's what we do. We're not changing it.
Leave it be."
Right.
Because they want the effect of it, and the placebo effect of it on people's brains, essentially.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like a good idea. But then again, I read about a lot of this stuff and I go, sounds interesting.
It sounds it sounds reasonable.
I mean, I love a cold plunge.
You got one, right?
Yeah. And I feel...
But it doesn't maintain the temperature. Like, you just go and buy ice, right?
So I'm just doing it in my actual tub now.
See, she
Oh, okay.
she goes so low rent on these things. She bought the butt washing toilet seat, remember?
Yeah.
And that was like a bootleg one.
Yeah, not the real power bidet.
Yeah, it wasn't even like plugged, didn't plug in or any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that went right in the garbage.
Yeah, so to really get the full effect of that, you got to get the
And my
legit
outdoor
one.
cold plunge thing went right in the garbage.
Really?
Wow.
Why?
He couldn't maintain coldness. So I was buying ice like every other day. I'm like,
But aren't you still buying ice every other day?
I
Because now
usually,
you're using your tub.
Yeah, but I only kind of cold plunge in there like once a week.
You should try cryo.
No, you shouldn't, because this is from the Journal of Physiology. They say it actually blunts exercise related strength. Yeah, exactly. because it prevents the natural flow of blood into those areas after a workout. That's your body's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And you're just slowing it down with these cold plunges and or cryo tubes. But
I
again,
don't know. It gave me energy as soon as I walked out of it. Or actually, at the end of while I was still in it, I started to get so much energy.
No one's not saying it doesn't wake you up. I mean, sure it wakes your ass up.
For sure.
Yeah, like if you're
For
tired,
sure.
if you're tired, like, one of the tricks, like, when I had like a bunch of different jobs all at the same time, I'm driving from job to job, like trying to stay awake.
Yeah.
Roll the windows down, air conditioning blasting your face, cold. Like, I would do that sometimes where it's wintertime and I'd pull over to the side of the road and I'd just get out just to be in the cold and get like
A
that.
body shot.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, and then I get back in the car, no heat. I leave the windows down for a little bit and just be in the car freezing to stay awake.
Right, but it's supposed to like help regulate your nervous system and everything. And I know people who've had surgeries where their doctor tells them to go to cryo, not long term, but to help the inflammation and stuff like that.
Well, no, here's the thing: is the problem? As this article talks about is these studies are done. They're out there. They're in these are medical journals.
Yeah,
but there's a barrier between because it's so widespread and so quote the norm that even the doctor, Sammy's doctor probably hasn't read these papers because someone has to get out there and educate these people, even if it's other doctors that are doing this research.
Yeah.
How much does that cost? Do you
like
buy like a package of them, or
that's a good question.
I didn't.
And where do you go
that.
for this?
Yeah.
I went to.
Is it next to the
it's a cryo
chiropractor or the
place.
strip mall?
Well, it isn't a strip club.
Yeah,
It's a strip mall, yes.
A strip club.
It's
Cool.
in a strip club.
It's in a strip
trial.
club.
Dope.
Nice.
I think, you buy packages, so it depends on the package you buy. I didn't buy a package. I just went the first time. The first time's like $25, and then if you want to buy a package or just one off was $50, I think, but I didn't pay that.
That's roughly what I'm seeing here. The new client chill.
Yeah, I mean, look,
That's between 25 and 40, and then after that it's like 60.
look, if you love it and it wakes you up and it works for you, I guess fine.
But
go for it.
But see, that's the problem. Is that phrase right there works for you? No, it doesn't. It's a placebo effect that you're willing to believe in, which I understand.
That means it works for
but
you.
No, but see, you could say you could apply that to everything else that she loves.
It's not
all
really
the tarot cards. It's not. You're wasting time with the placebo effect when you could be doing other things that are actually providing direct benefit.
Okay, well, I don't know. I tried it one time. I'm not like you act like
Addicted
I've
to it.
bought into this whole thing. I know
Sammy,
people
why are
who
you
do
obsessed
it,
with
but you
it?
love it. I tried it.
You're
I know people-
addicted.
yeah, again, Kevin Hart does a whole thing where he interviewed people. Again, yeah.
Oh,
it's-
right in the cold tub.
Yeah,
That's
cold as
right.
balls.
All
Cold
I'm
as
saying is
balls.
when the actual doctors are studying this, are saying, hey, wait, not only does this not help, it actually kind of hurts.
What's the good bidet, Woody? The Totos, the Toto washlets.
Shout out to Toto.
Shout out to Toto. Like,
Anything that plugs in has a little
Yeah.
water reservoir.
but I think Toto is the gold standard, right? I mean,
is.
that's the go-to. I think it's certainly the most popular one.
That's what they have.
Pioneers.
That's
the
what they
only
have
one-
at the airport in Tokyo. Man.
It's the only Japan.
Shout out to
It's the only one I have firsthand experience with. I first bought the Toto washlet, which is the seat that will attach to any whatever your current toilet situation
Which is a good starter one.
Yeah, and then since then I've upgraded as we redid bathrooms or whatever at the house. Then I bought the full Toto toilet, which is all built in together.
Yeah.
But it's great, dude. Talk about literally you're pampering yourself. You're pampering you want to take care of your backside. You're great. It's less paper, less clogging.
It's anus pampering.
It really a warm seat.
Yeah.
You can adjust the pressure and the water temperature. It's lovely.
It's awesome.
Yeah, Toto.
Love Toto.
That's just again personal recommendation.
But I think we're all guilty of doing stuff that we've pampered ourselves with that doesn't really do anything.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah,
like
and if it's the placebo effect, quote, does it for you, meaning it makes you feel better or whatever, you feel like you're getting. Then what's the harm?
Well,
And
the
it
harm
also
is
doesn't hurt to try new things.
again. This is all accurate.
Right.
I agree.
Not allowed.
But again, once you see the study in front of you, that's and what you should stop. You should say, oh, that's a waste of time and money.
Right.
Let me do something. Like we talk about this with psychics. Yeah, well, it makes me feel better to think that I talked to my dead grandma. Well, what would make be better is going to an actual, for real counselor if you really need that, as opposed to talking to someone who's lying to you so you can feel better.
The lying's probably cheaper though, right?
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
It's
Lying is definitely cheaper.
Yeah, it's $25. Also at a strip mall.
They don't take insurance.
Win a 7-night voyage through the Mediterranean on a Disney cruise line with The Woody Show.
Better pack my swim shirt for the pool.
Get all aboard with Disney characters, imaginative dining, and more.
Grabbing my fancy dining bib.
And experience the shores of some of the world's grandest destinations with fantastical flavors and alluring locales.
This Disney Cruise Line adventure, because the time to see the world is now. Go to thewoodyshow.com for a chance to win. Alt 98.7.
At my